Welcome to the Downtown Welcome Table. We're so glad you're here.
Downtown Welcome Table was started at the inception of Hay원 Street. It started out with a crock pot in the middle of the sanctuary and just sort of migrated into what it is today. But it's a scriptural, based on the scripture in Luke about you put on a feast fit for a king and invite the whole community. That's part of it. But the primary purpose of the Downtown Welcome Table is to restore dignity. And it's not really about the food, it is about relationships.
I got my recipe from my aunt years ago, about 30 years ago. And I've been making it like that ever since. I made 27 pans of meatloaf today. And hopefully that'll feed about 400 or 500 people.
French Broad Chocolate Lounge is a chocolate-focused dessert restaurant. We place a strong emphasis on sourcing, so that means we're establishing meaningful relationships with the people and places at the source of our food. I think that French Broad Chocolate Lounge benefits from the partnership with Welcome Table just by being able to offer what we do to connect with people in our community. It's a great opportunity for our team to be able to give back, and we're happy to provide that opportunity.
Vinnie's is really a homage to my youth and growing up in Brooklyn, New York, and on Long Island, and of the great little Italian family joints that you'd find all over the place. Part of our ethos and our culture here, and actually in all of my restaurants, is the notion of being in service of others. We truly believe it's a true blessing and a gift that's given to us to be able to serve others in the hospitality industry and to deliver what we consider exceptional hospitality. We've been to Haywood dozens of times. When I take new crew members and people here in the restaurant, even front of the house members that want to be a part of it, when we go there and we're part of giving, we're part of feeding others, we're part of helping create more equality, if you will, elevating everybody to the same level and bringing people the joy of a wonderful meal, a hot meal, and treating everybody equally. It's an incredibly uplifting experience for all of my team members when we do so.
The great thing about hospitality industry is that you could be cooking for some Fortune 500 CEO or just the average person that just doesn't have a high school degree. Like, there's no value you can put on a person. It's not about what they do for a living or how it is. To us, it's about kindness. There's something about making the food, the process of being in the space, creating all the, you can easily cater it. I think it loses that human touch, and the aromas and everything else, and the organized chaos of cooking, saying it's like a dance back there and doing all that stuff, and like the bonds of creating with the people that work there and our staff, and we have some some staff that want to, every year, they want to go back because they want to see the same people that were there. A lot of the people with the Haywood Street congregation, they're not getting a lot of love, so that's why we really want to support that. It's very ceremonial, like to break bread with somebody. It's a very bonding experience, you know, the whole food exchange.
This is my first time attending, and I'm probably going to be back here next week for it.
People that set this all up are kind. They help everybody that comes in here. It's just a great place to come in, sit down, see the people that you haven't seen all week. This fulfills me physically, but also mentally and spiritually to have that fellowship with all of these people. And it's such a blessing. I feel like the hands that make it are making it with love. And you can feel that love through the food. And it's excellent. 5-star food with 5-star love, spiritually, bondfully, family-wise.
I'm extremely grateful for the opportunity to work with Miss Mary and just to be able to be a part of this magic that she's created through Miss Mary's Meatloaf and seeing the joy that it brings so many of our friends, but then also everybody else in our community.
That's another thing that feeds my soul, appreciation. People come in and tell me, I see people on the street, they ask me when I'm gonna cook my meatloaf again. So I hear people talking about my meatloaf all over town.
It is amazing, and I normally do not like other people's meatloaf besides my mom's and mine, and it is incredible. Very flavorful.
Why do I love it? Because it tastes so good, and it's full of flavor, and it has the Holy Spirit in it.
Not just the meatloaf, but I think every meal here is a moment to recognize each other in the community that we live in. I think it's a moment to say, I see you, I recognize you, and I love you.
From the beginning at Haywood Street, one thing has always happened when we worship together, and that is we have an offering. And that may seem strange for a church that primarily welcomes folks without housing, but the intention is clear, and that is that God has gifted us all with something that the world needs. Some people come up during the offering and give a testimony, some a song, some a dance. I've literally seen people offer a packet of seeds and put that in the basket. Whatever it is you have to offer, it matters. For those of you that want to make an offering financially, please know that that matters too. Haywood Street is distinctive in that we know we could serve a meal that's rice and beans and stale bread, and that would be far cheaper. But for those of you that have the means and feel led to give financially, what you're giving to is a plate of dignity, a meal of sacred worth. You're communicating something about the goodness of somebody else through a knife and a fork, a plate of food that says, I care about you. So I invite you to give and give generously. Thank you.